funny. Back in the box.
Hello, welcome to part 3 of me going through all of my Blu-rays. Yeah, I'm kind of regretting doing this now because it's taking a lot longer than I expected it to, but hey, started. So on to the individual ones now, beginning with 8 Mile. Really good film, really good performances. Love the soundtrack to that film. Can probably recite the soundtrack word for word because I loved that when I was younger. 10 Cloverfield Lane. I was tempted to put this next to Cloverfield, but other than the name, it's not really got anything to do with it, so I didn't. But I really enjoyed this film though. Very good film. 12 Years a Slave. Not a fun watch, but a good watch. Very good film. Again, great performances. Enjoyed that film. I probably won't say a lot about every single film because there's so many to get through, but I'll say a little bit. Such as a Michael Bay film that I really enjoy and is legitimately good. 13 Hours, The Secret Soldiers of Benghazi. John Krasinski from A Quiet Place and The Office, the American version. Very, very, very good film. Surprisingly good, in fact. I wasn't expecting it to be quite so good. 21, good film. Good film about card cheats. 21 Grams, not seen it in a very long time. Incredible end song at the end credits. Can't remember who it's by or what it's called, but that's why I ended up buying this film. It's because of that song. 21 Jump Street, hysterical. 22 Jump Street, a comedy sequel that's actually better than the first one. That doesn't happen very often. 28 Days and Weeks Later, so both of them are, both are in there. Enjoyed both the movies. 28 Days Later, just by design, looks terrible on Blu-ray, which is a shame. It's meant to, I think. But yeah, sucks. 30 Days a Night, continuing the zombie theme, the zombie-ish in this. Love this film. 40-Year-Old Virgin, not seen in a long time. Do remember enjoying it. 51st Dates, love this film. One of the last good Adam Sandler films, maybe. I can't remember if he had anything after this one that was as good, but yeah, very good film. He and Drew Barrymore are both brilliant in this. 127 Hours, James Franco stuck on a cliff, great film, or in a cliff. Stuck somewhere after saw his arm off. Based on a true story. It's a good documentary on that actually about the real guy. It's worth a watch. 300 I have never seen. I've never seen this. I really want to see it. I don't know why I haven't yet. But we'll check it out at some point because I hear a lot of good things. 2012, Roland Emmerich's disaster movie. I love most Roland Emmerich disaster movies. This isn't one of his best, but I still enjoyed it. Few Good Men, have not seen. Tom Cruise, I love Tom Cruise, so I want to get all of his films at some point. A Million Ways to Die in the West, Let Down. The A-Team, it's alright. Adjustment Bureau, surprisingly good. Doesn't even feel like the Blu-rays. Surprisingly good film. Didn't know what to make of that going into it. Actually, really, really enjoyed it. I think we're on this part. After Earth. Don't know why I've still got this. Terrible film. Terrible. Jaden Smith is one of my least favourite actors ever. I find him so bland and boring. Like, how is he Will Smith's son? It doesn't make any sense. Alan Partridge, Alpha Papa. I love Alan Partridge. This is the only thing of his on Blu-ray, I think, which is a shame. This is a really funny film. If you've never seen Alan Partridge before, give that a go. In fact, watch everything with Alan Partridge. Know Me, Knowing You. I'm Alan Partridge with Morning Matters all the way through. Alien vs Predator. I've got all the Alien movies, so I had to have these as well. I think I've got all the Predator. Actually, maybe not. I think I need to get Predator 2. AVP 2, Requiem. Pile of shit. American Gangster. Been a while since I've seen it. Do remember liking it. Want to see it again. American History X. Incredible film. If you've never seen this, go watch it right now. American Hustle. Haven't seen. American Sniper. Didn't think it was as good as everybody said it was. Yeah, I enjoyed it. Yeah, it's alright. Angry Birds in 4K. I wanted to see what an animation was like in 4K, so I went with this one. Quite enjoyed this film. It looks really good, by the way, in 4K. But yeah, I kind of like this. Wasn't expecting it. Maybe I caught it at a good time. Apollo 13. Brilliant. Brilliant film. I'm really looking forward to seeing that First Man as well, about Neil Armstrong. Looking forward to that. Argo. I watched but didn't really pay attention, so I can't really comment on it. I need to watch it again. Armageddon, one of my most rewatched films ever. It's another Movies at 20 film coming in a few weeks, I believe. Arrival, really good film. Attack the Block, The Next Doctor was in this one, Jodie Whittaker. Very good film. It's got a lot of faces in it. You recognise Nick Frost is in it, John Boyega from Star Wars. Can't remember the other guy's name now from Legends of Tomorrow. That's Franz Drummer. Probably said that wrong, but from Legends of Tomorrow, played Jax. He's in this as well. Very worth checking out. Air Force One, Harrison Ford as a president. Air Force One gets taken over. 90s action. Assassin's Creed, Assassin's Crap. Assassination of Jesse James by the coward Robert Ford. Really good film, very long. It's got one of my favourite shots ever in cinema, this film has. It's where they're robbing the train at night and it's just all lit up beautifully. One of my favourite sequences in the film. Avatar. Do you know, once the novelty of Avatar wore off, once the 3D novelty of it, and I watched it just on a normal TV screen, I didn't really like it. I'm not excited for Avatar 2, 3, 4, 98, however many they're doing. I don't really know anybody that is either, so I don't know. It'd be interesting to see what happens with Avatar 2, Ava 2, whatever they call it. Aviator, great Leonardo DiCaprio film. The Babadook, haven't seen. Babe, doesn't really hold up, sweet enough film. Another 4K, Baby Driver, love this film. Very good, looks really good on 4K as well. I'll probably say that about most of them. Backdraft, 90s Fire, really silly film. Speaking of really silly, Bad Grandpa, but this was meant to be, and I love it. Apologies that the light in here is not really picking these up overly well, but I have to do it in this room. It's a bit echoey as well, I've noticed, but I haven't got the space to do it anywhere else. But yeah, Bad Grandpa, I enjoyed this film a fair bit. Bad Neighbours, called something else in America, I think. Is it just Neighbours it's called out there? I'm not sure. But they renamed it here so I wouldn't get it confused with an Australian soap opera. I love this film, though. The sequel, Bad Neighbours 2. Yeah, I liked it. I don't think it was as good as the first, but it was still enjoyable. Bad Santa, amazing Christmas movie. One to watch with all the family. I haven't got the sequel because it's crap. Bad Teacher, it's okay. Batman, 1966. I've got them all in the TV show as well, and I have the movie. The sequence where he's trying to get rid of the bomb is forever one of my favourite sequences in a film. Yeah, and for very different reasons than the one I just mentioned about Jesse James. Return of the Cape Crusaders as well, the Batman animated. I haven't seen this yet. I need to get the other one as well, the Two-Face one that's come out recently. Beauty and the Beast, live action remake. I enjoyed it. I said before when I did the Disney animated ones that it didn't really add anything, there was nothing new to it, but I still enjoyed it. Begin Again, I haven't watched it. Need to give that a try. I still haven't seen the Belko Experiment either. I want to. It's James Gunn. Did he direct this? No, he didn't. He was involved though. Yeah, really want to see it. It's got Merle in it from The Walking Dead, isn't it? Michael Rooker. So yeah, I want to see that. A collection now, so a trilogy. I haven't seen 2 and 3 of Beverly Hills Cop for a very long time. I don't even know if I have seen 3. I watched the first one recently. It still holds up. I need to go back and see the other 2. Animated BFG, still in its wrapping, so that's probably going to make it even harder to see here. But yeah, there it is. Yeah, still in this because I got it from Mel and she hasn't watched it yet. It was about 2 years ago. So glad I bought her that. I haven't got the live action one of that either, the Steven Spielberg one, because I thought it was really, really boring. Big, one of Tom Hanks' best. I've also tried to get as many Tom Hanks films as possible. There's a few I still need to get, but yeah. The Big Lebowski, I like this, I don't love it. Same with The Big Short, actually. I thought it was fine. Didn't think it was anything special. This was, though, The Big Sick. Absolutely loved The Big Sick. Please watch this if you haven't. It's such a great film. Such a sweet movie. Such great performances. Yeah, absolutely loved it. Black Hawk Down. It's alright. Been a while. Black Mass I got for free. Got bored very quickly with it. Don't care for it. I have a bit of a problem with Johnny Depp as well now. Like, I just find him a bit of a dull actor. Black Sheep. Crazy New Zealand film about killer sheep. On that description, you're either going to know instantly whether you're going to watch it or not. Blade. Love Blade. Blade 2. Also love that. I kind of like the Blade Trinity as well, just for the pure shitness of it. Like, it's a different kind of enjoyment with Blade Trinity. There's a great swear word in it though. A couple of 4Ks. So Blade Runner, the original Blade Runner in 4K. The remaster of this is fantastic. It looks so good. My complaint with it though is the original version I had a fuck ton of special features and this has fuck all. It's got an introduction by Ridley Scott and 3 commentaries, including one by Ridley. That's it. Real shame, because it looks so good. There was a special edition one out as well, but I wasn't going to spend that on it. And Blade Runner 2049. Not enough people saw this. Yeah, I love Blade Runner 2049. I've seen it twice now, and I enjoyed it more the second time than I did the first. Blair Witch Project. Still enjoy that film. I haven't watched Blair Witch yet, the sequel, one of the sequels. The other one's not out on Blu-ray, and even if it was, I wouldn't own it. I still want to see this though. Okay, so we're 12 minutes in already. We've got a long way to go. So, The Bling Ring. Enjoyed this. Surprisingly, I enjoyed this. I wasn't expecting to. Blood Diamond, I still haven't seen. Don't know why. Love Leo movies. Don't know why I've not watched that. The Blues Brothers. I played him in a school play. Bit of useless trivia. Love this film. Body of Lies. Not seen. Borat. It's still funny. Like, it is. I watched it recently. It still makes me laugh. Born Identity. Good film. Born Supremacy. Better film. Ultimatum. Really good film. Bourne Legacy, I haven't actually got around to watching yet. Another 4K with Jason Bourne. Love this film. Really enjoyed it. I think it's one of my favourites, actually, weirdly enough. It didn't do very well. Boyhood is certainly worth a watch if you love filmmaking, because this is the one that was filmed over a number of years. Like, they followed this kid and just kept filming it as the years went by until he was an adult. It's a bit of a slow film, but yeah, it's kind of unique for how they filmed it, so it's worth a watch. Braveheart, always love Braveheart. That's falling out. Yep, love this film a lot. Brick, weird film. Then it's the director of Last Jedi as well. So half of you'll probably want to see it, half of you'll probably want to burn it. Breakfast Club, classic 80s. Bridge of Spies, it's alright. Okay, Bridget Jones movies. These are actually Mel's. I got them for her, but I'm not just saying that because I actually quite like the first one. The second one's awful. I haven't watched the third one yet. Again, though, I got it for Mel, and it's still in its seal. So, yeah, need to stop buying her Blu-rays. Broken Arrow, 90s awesomeness. Love this film so much. John Travolta, Christian Slater. Yes, love this movie. Please watch that film. Bruno, not as good as Borat. Bubba Hotep, weird. I like it a lot though. The Burbs, not seen in such a long time. I do remember liking it. Buried, really good Ryan Reynolds movie. Pretty much just him in a box for the whole thing. Cabin in the Woods, ridiculous. Love it still though. Not what I expected, and I should have been aware that it wasn't what I expected because it's a Joss Whedon film. But yeah, interesting. Cake. This again from my website days. So I got a few of these I got for free. I got them advanced, and this was one of them. Amazing Jennifer Aniston performance. I don't think I loved the film as a whole that much, but her performance was incredible. How she didn't win awards for that, I will never know. Captain Phillips, awesome. Cast. I think we're on like a Tom Hanks 3 in a row now. Castaway, everyone's seen it. Wilson, everyone's seen that film. It's great. Catch Me If You Can, another brilliant Tom Hanks film. 4 in fact. Charlie Wilson's 4. Not seen it. Yeah, Hanks is over for now. Chain Reaction, Keanu Reeves, Morgan Freeman. Not seen this in a long time. Chasing Amy, Kevin Smith movie. Yeah. Children of Men, great. Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. Everybody needs to have seen Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. We love you. Chitty Bang Bang. Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. Chronicle, amazing superhero. Got handheld, I can't think of the word, found footage sort of movie. Yeah, by Josh Trank before he did Fantastic Four. See, he was on the up there. He was on the rise. Cinderella remake of that. I've not watched it. Cliffhanger and more 90s awesomeness. Sylvester Stallone hanging off cliffs. Close Encounters of the Third Kind, 30th anniversary edition. I was tempted to get the 4K version of it, but I just love this so much. It has a really cool book. There's a poster for it as well. Really cool, like interior. If you can see it properly. Light's not great. So yeah, I'm not upgrading it because I love this box set too much. Cloud Atlas. I've no idea what to make of that film. Cloudy with the Chance of Meatballs. Brilliant. brilliant. I've got a lot of kids' movies here, but kids' movies, for me, the successful ones are the ones that adults can watch and love too, and this is 100% one of them. Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs 2 is not. Cloverfield, watched it so many times, will always love it. Cold Mountain, really good film. If you've never seen it, check it out. Collateral, Tom Cruise does a really good villain. Have you done one since? I can't remember. Colossal, Anne Hathaway film. People kind of gave this like mixed reviews. I loved it. I thought it was a really unique story, brilliant performances, and yeah, I kind of want to watch it again. It's been a while since I've seen that one now. Commando, enough said. Yes, Schwarzenegger. Okay, my favourite film of all time. There's a line from it in the opening to all my videos. Con Air. Cinema does not get better. Well, okay, it does, but this is just always going to be my favourite film. Always. Put the bunny back in the box is the ultimate line in cinema. Congo. I imported this. I don't know why. It's not a good film. Why did I import that? I can't even remember. There was a reason for it. I just can't remember what that reason was. The Conjuring scared the shit out of me. To the point where I haven't yet watched The Conjuring 2, the Enfield case. I was born in Enfield. This poltergeist story from this terrified me when I was a kid. So, yeah, I'll watch it at some point. I've not seen Annabelle yet either. Because I've not watched those two, I haven't got Annabelle 2. Is that what it's called? I can't remember if that's the name of it. Right, moving on to Contact. I can't really make a comment on it because I have seen it, but it was many years ago, so I can't really remember it. Cowboys and Aliens, I haven't seen. The title alone made it sound good. I hear that it's not, though. Crank 2, High Voltage. The Crank movies are insane. Crank 1 isn't out on Blu-ray. Pisses me off. The Crazies, it's alright. Timothy Olyphant, again. Good film for him. Another 4K, Creed. Really looking forward to the sequel. This is a great film. This is the best Rocky film since the first one. Crimson Peak, I have not watched yet. Is that Guillermo del Toro? Yes, it is, yeah. Crimson Tide. I hadn't watched this until like last year, and I was very impressed. Really good action movie. Again, it's a 90s one. Yeah, enjoyed it a lot. Cruel Intentions, great film. Curious Case of Benjamin Button. I don't think I've seen all the way through. I need to watch that again. Dallas Buyers Club, I haven't watched yet. I don't know why. It's one of those films I always think I need to go watch that, and then I get distracted by something, so I still haven't. Danish Girl, haven't seen yet. Dante's Peak, love this film so much. It's ridiculous, it's so silly, but I love it. Between this and Volcano, the battle between those two films, Dante's Peak wins hands down. That row your boat scene, it's amazing. Daredevil, director's cut is a lot better than the theatrical version. Another 4K, The Dark Tower. Not a particularly good film, but 4K wise, it looks absolutely stunning. Got a couple like that. Da Vinci Code. These, again, I was trying to build up my Tom Hanks collection, and I realised I hadn't got these films. So I got the Da Vinci Code. I got Angels and Demons, and I got Inferno. Another 4K there. Yeah. I then found out after getting them all that apparently they're not very good. So that was disappointing. Haven't watched them yet though. Day After Tomorrow, really good. Rowan Emmerich disaster movie. Another 4K, Deadpool, amazing. Bit of a villain problem, but yeah, I liked it. Dear John, another one I got from Mel, another one still in its packaging. Why do I bother? Deep Blue Sea, amazing shark movie. Speaking of which, Meg is out this year, cannot wait for that. Deep Impact, just reviewed this recently for Movies at 20, so this is a 20-year-old one. You can see that in the Movies at 20 playlist. Another 4K, Deepwater Horizon. Enjoyed this film quite a bit. Oh, it's got a bit chipped at the top. Yeah, enjoyed this film a lot. Definitely Maybe. It's a little Ryan Reynolds rom-com. The Departed. Really good film. Despicable Me. Love the first Despicable Me. Like the second one. Hated this piece of crap. Minions work best when they're not centre stage. When they're the focus, they lose a lot of the charm and they just become irritating little twats, and this is what they are in this. I haven't got Despicable Me 3, I'll get it when it's cheap, but truthfully I just didn't really like it that much. It was one of my worst films actually of the year, so maybe I won't buy it. District 9, great film. Django Unchained, yeah, not a massive Tarantino fan, but that's alright. Dodgeball, one of my favourite comedies, always will be. Okay, this is Donnie Darko, so it's 4K, but it's not HDR, so it's been remastered in 4K, but this is a cool box set. Donnie Darko, again, is another one of my favourite films. So in it is, so you've got the theatrical cut, it's got an envelope in there as well, to Roberta Sparrow. And in here, yeah, this was a cool set. You've got lots of different sort of postcards and things, Donnie Darko postcards. And on the reverse, there's other pictures on there as well, so that's cool. So yeah, it's got the theatrical cut. There you go, there's another one of Frank. It comes with a whole book as well, which is awesome. So yeah, whole book full of info on Donnie Darko. So this is one of my favourite sets, actually. I think this is director's cut as well. And there was a giant poster for it, which I have up in our bedroom. It's up in there. Is it, actually? I don't know if I put it up yet. I keep meaning to. I should. Can't get this back in. Yeah, look at all the special features on that. Like, all of that writing is all special features. Yeah, one of my favourite Blu-ray sets. Drag Me to Hell. I thought I loved this film. I watched it last Halloween with Mel, and yeah, didn't really like it. Another Tom Hanks, Dragnet. Him with Dan Aykroyd. Not watched that. Got it cheap, just trying to build up the Hanks collection. Dread, I love. Make that TV show happen. Get Carl Urban. Drive, I've never seen. My friend Tim told me to get this. He told me how good it was after I told him how much I love Baby Driver, and he told me to buy that, so I did. Promised I'd watch it, still haven't. Due date, yeah, Zach Galifianakis. I said his name right, that rarely happens. He winds me up a little bit, but Downey Jr. Another 4K, Dunkirk. Yeah, I appreciate how this film was made visually and the audio and everything. Like, technically, it's a very good film. The story for me, though, just didn't quite work. Eagle Eye, brilliant first half, crappy second half. Easy A, great fun. Eddie the Eagle, brilliant. If you've not seen it, please do. Yeah, really good performances from Taron Egerton, from Kingsman, and Hugh Jackman. Not quite the true story it says it is, but Edge of Tomorrow, or Live, Die and Repeat, or Live, Die of Tomorrow, or Edge of Repeat, whatever they've called this thing in the end. It's probably better, actually, if I take it out. Yep. Tom Cruise, sequel coming out for it soon. Surprisingly good. I absolutely adored that movie, and I wasn't expecting to. Now, I thought it was going to be crap. I was wrong. Edward Scissorhands, back from the days I actually quite liked Johnny Depp. Elf, classic. Elysium, still not seen. Enchanted. I like Enchanted. What can I say? I like that film. Ender's Game, average. Enemy of the State, really enjoy. Please don't fall. And Entourage, the movie. So I've got all the Entourage, as you saw TV wise. I've got the whole set of those, and I have the movie as well. I did like the movie, but I think if you weren't a fan of it, if you weren't familiar with it, then you probably wouldn't get too much enjoyment out of it. The Equalizer, I still haven't seen. It's still so hot in here with the window open. I need to watch it because the sequel's coming. And I love Denzel, so I don't know why I haven't watched that already. Erin Brockovich, not seen for years. Do remember liking it. Quite looking forward to seeing that one again. E.T. What was that to say? Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind. My favourite Jim Carrey movie. It's the best performance from him, I think, by far. Event Horizon. I've not seen this in a long time, so I can't really comment on it. I think I enjoyed it. Everest, a bit of a shiny cover, so that's probably going to reflect the light. But Everest is one based on true story of Mount Everest, funnily enough. I love this film. I've watched it many, many times, and I still continue to enjoy it. It's one of my favourite films of whatever year it was it came out. And yeah, I'm not really sure why it is either. I just really like it. It struck a chord with me. Evil Dead. Really good film, but not as good as Evil Dead 2, which is one of the best horrors ever, even though it's more of a comedy. Evil Dead Army of Darkness. I've not seen it in a long time. It's very, very good. The remake of The Evil Dead, genuine outright horror, and from what I remember, very, very good. I need to get the TV show as well, even though that's sadly finished. Ex Machina, great. Exodus, Gods and Kings. Yeah, it was okay. It was alright. Expendables. Yeah, quite like this one. Haven't watched the other two though, but I do have them. So there's Expendables 2. There's Expendables. Oh, actually, it's the Expendables film coming in there, the female one. Is that still happening? I don't know. Yeah, Expendables 3. I've not watched the last two. Extremely Loud, Incredibly Close. I hated this film. Absolutely, the kid just wound me up constantly in this. Eye in the Sky, incredible. The performances in this one were fantastic. The story was really good. Alan Rickman, I believe it was his last film, and he's really good in this. Just, yeah, everything about the film worked for me. Sorry, I didn't get a drink because it's really hot. Right, Face Off. Another brilliant Nicolas Cage action movie. That, Con Air and The Rock, all fantastic. Con Air is obviously the best. The Faculty, alien invasion movie. I love it. Fantastic Four, no longer the worst Fantastic Four movie. Fantastic Four, Rise of the Silver Surfer. I don't think I've even seen all the way through, so I can't really comment on it, but I hear it's not very good. Another 4K, Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. I fell asleep in the cinema. One of the rare times that's ever happened while watching this. I preferred it on second viewing though, so maybe I was just tired. Fargo movie, really good. Fast and Furious 1 to 5. Good, not so good. Really good. That's my quick, brief reviews of the first 5. Fast and Furious 6 I really liked, as I did Fast and Furious 7. Fate the Furious, I actually imported this one because they had the right name on it. That's 4K. Yeah, that was good too. Fifth Element. Really enjoyed The Fifth Element. Fight Club, as everybody knows, is a classic. Final Destination. 2. 3. 4th, which is just awful in every single way. I hate the 4th one. And 5. I really like 1, 2 and 3, and I think 5 actually has a lot going for it as well. The ending of 5 really took me by surprise. Finest Hours. Yeah, I liked this enough. I just feel Chris Pine was a little bit miscast. But maybe that was just me. But yeah, he didn't really convince in the role for me. Flash Gordon. I've not watched this for years. Sure I'll love it. Flatliners. I got this before the remake. Didn't think much of it, but it was a hell of a lot better than the shitty new version. Flight. Great Denzel movie. Focus. Really enjoyed this. Will Smith, Margot Robbie. Yeah, that film. Again, I wasn't expecting to like as much as I did. Forgetting Sarah Marshall is brilliant comedy. Most people have seen that one, haven't they? Forrest Gump. Another one where words are not needed. Four Lions, a comedy film centred on a group of terrorists who were planning to blow up parts of the UK. Really funny film. It's a very funny film, in fact. So it's done in a very, very clever way. It's hard to explain. Give it a go. Might surprise you. The Frighteners, Michael J. Fox. It's alright, not a massive fan. Full Metal Jacket, one of the best war movies ever. Fury is alright. Gangs of New York, great. Get Hard is, yeah, I think one of the more recent comedies with Will Ferrell in that I actually liked. Was he in The House as well? Is that one that came out? Or House, whatever it's called, the gambling one? Quite like that. Get Out. Adore this film. I think it gets better every time you watch it, and this is really kind of getting in the way of the camera now, isn't it? There you go. No. Yeah, Get Out. I've watched it 3 times now, and each time I watch it, it gets that little bit better each time. It's one of those films where you notice different things the more you see it. Ghostbusters 1 and 2. I really like Ghostbusters 2. Not really. I mean, it's not as good as the first one, admittedly, but yeah, certainly don't dislike it. Ghost Rider. I've not watched it. I don't even know why I got it. I went on this little phase. I wanted to buy every single superhero movie, which is why I've got Ghost Rider 2. Gladiator. Yep, very good film. Godzilla. The 1998 version. Yeah, so I've just done a review on this for the channel. This is another Movies at 20. I thought it was going to be cheesy fun. I hated it. Absolutely hated it. Godzilla 2014, I really, really enjoyed. I mean, yeah, there's not a huge amount of Godzilla in it, but I don't know, the story just got me. I saw it in a cool way as well. It was what I saw at Warner Brothers head office, and they had Dolby Atmos, and yeah, the experience was great. I got to meet Bryan Cranston afterwards, so maybe I'm a bit biased, but I've watched it since, still like it. Going in style, recent film with Morgan Freeman, Michael Caine. I've not seen it. Goodfellas, another one I've not seen. Another one I really should see. Still haven't. Good Will Hunting, brilliant. Absolutely brilliant film. Robin Williams is sensational in that film. Missed that dude. Gone Girl, really enjoyed. Gone in 60 Seconds, not quite top tier Nicolas Cage action movies, but still very good. Gravity, it's amazing. I'm glad I still have a 3D TV. I've got one in the bedroom, and yeah, Gravity is sensational in 3D, and even without, I still think it's a very good film. Sandra Bullock is amazing in that film. Grease, this one's Mel's. I hate it. Absolutely hate Grease, and again, I'm not just saying that because I've got Hairspray in here somewhere. That's mine. I love that film. Great Gatsby, still not watched. Need to see it. Another 4K I got purely because it's meant to look great is The Great Wall, and it does. 4K wise, it looks phenomenal. I've not watched the film all the way through to know what that's like, but I haven't heard good things. Yeah, another 4K, Greatest Showman. Adore this film. Absolutely love it. Love the soundtrack. I still find myself singing at least one song from it every single day. Green Hornet, can't explain why I've got that. No explanation. Again, Green Lantern, can't explain why I've got that. No explanation. Green Mile, impossible to watch without crying, especially now Michael Clark Duncan's gone. I don't think I've watched it since he died, actually. Green Room, Anton Yelchin's last film, and yeah, Patrick Stewart as a psychopath. I enjoyed this a lot. Groundhog Day, really liked, really good film. Grosse Point Blank, I've not seen it in a long time, but I remember loving it, but it's been well over a decade, I think, since I've watched it. The Guest, this really good, really good. I didn't particularly care for the ending, like the ending just went on a little bit too much. It did something I wasn't overly keen on, but yeah, love The Guest. Hacksaw Ridge. This was my favourite film of last... In the UK, we got it. I think it was last year. Yeah, it was. Yeah, my favourite film of the year, I think. Between that and War of the Planet of the Apes. But adored this. Absolutely loved it. There you go. Hairspray. That's mine. I'm not ashamed to admit it. I love me some Hairspray. In the movie, not actual, literal Hairspray. Hancock. Yeah, good first half. About all I can say about it. The Happening. This is a good film if you watch it knowing full well how terrible it is. Like, if you watch it on a purely like bizarre comedy sort of level, it works. Pretty sure that wasn't the intention, but yeah. Happy Gilmore. Remember when Adam Sandler was great? I do. It's vaguely now though. Hardcore Henry, I haven't watched. This was the one all done sort of first-person shooter, but yeah, I haven't watched it yet. But it was £1, so I forgot I had that actually. I've not seen The Hateful Eight yet either, so not a massive Tarantino fan. Hellboy, I love. Ron Perlman. I love Hellboy: The Golden Army as well, the sequel. I wish I could just put out the third Hellboy, but it never happened. And it's getting rebooted. Hello High Water, very good. Hidden Figures, amazing film. I've seen it twice, and again, like Get Out, it's very different to Get Out, but I enjoyed it more the second time than I did the first. High Fidelity, always be a go-to movie for me. I miss John Cusack making good movies as well. Like, he was really good. The first Blu-ray I ever bought was Hobo with a Shotgun. Why was it the first Blu-ray I ever bought? I don't know. No idea. Haven't seen it. Hologram for a King is a very boring Tom Hanks film, but it was £3 to buy it, and I wanted all of them. Home Alone. Christmas classic. Home Alone 2 is basically just Home Alone again, just with a crazy bird lady in New York. Hook. Really enjoy Hook. I need to watch that again. It's been far too long. Hostage is a good Bruce Willis movie. I don't think this was straight to DVD or straight to Blu-ray. It was 2004-ish, I think it came out. But yeah, I didn't catch it in the cinema, but I did watch it as soon as it was on home release, and I really enjoyed it. So, worth a watch. Not Bruce Willis at his best, like it's not top class Bruce Willis, but it's still good. Hostel, horrific but good. Hostel 2, pretty much the same. Hostel 3 I haven't actually watched yet, but again, it's cheap, so it rounds them all off. Hot Fuzz, yeah, I quite like it. It doesn't really have repeat value, for me at least. I enjoyed it the first time, tried to watch it again, it wasn't quite as good. How to Train Your Dragon 2. I genuinely think if the third one is as good as these, this will be one of the best trilogies ever. Underrated as well. Seems to get missed out on a lot of lists of best movies. Absolutely loving the trailer for the third one. Was just, love it. Hugo, not watched. So I need to move these out of the way. There you go. Yeah, no, not watched Hugo. Kind of want to see it. The 2003 Hulk. Not seen that for a long time. Snow White and the Huntsman. I've not seen. Huntsman Winter's War, I also haven't seen. Is that a sequel or a prequel? Not really sure. Either way, haven't seen it. Hurt Locker, very, very good. I'm getting buried by Blu-rays here. Right, last pile for this half then. Hunger Games. I love all the Hunger Games movies, actually. I love all 4 of them. There's Catching Fire. There's Mockingjay Part 1 and Mockingjay Part 2. Kind of wish they hadn't split those movies up, but other than that, really enjoy them. Hunt for the Wilder People is fantastic. It's the kid from Deadpool 2, so if you liked him in that, watch this because you'll love him in it. I Am Legend, Will Smith. I wish they stuck to the original ending. I Love You Man, great, Paul Rudd, and forgotten his name now from How I Met Your Mother. What is his name? Jason Segel. Great comedy with those 2 in it. Yeah, enjoy this. iRobot, really good film. I know what we did last summer. I've not watched it for such a long time, but yeah, I vaguely remember enjoying it. I don't remember a lot about Still Know What You Did Last Summer though, so... No, it's an import. I don't remember importing that, or have any idea why I would have done. The Impossible, really good film. Young Tom Holland, he looks well young. But yeah, very young Tom Holland. It's about the tsunami, and yeah, powerful film. In-Betweeners and In-Betweeners 2. Do you know what? I really don't know which one of these I prefer. I think they're both brilliant. Probably good to stop where they did. I thought they could have done with one more, I think. Inception is a film that is fine, I think, but I don't love it. I don't even particularly like it all that much. I've tried a couple of times to get it, and it's not even a case of getting it really. Just I don't know, not a huge fan. Independence Day, it's a remaster of it. Yeah, I love Independence Day, always will do. 4K of Independence Day Resurgence. I didn't hate this. It was just a bit of a poor man's Independence Day, really. Inglourious Bastards. Yeah, one of Tarantino's better ones, I think. The Intern, I really liked. I thought it was going to get weird. There's a scene with them 2 in a bedroom together, and I was like, oh dear. Thankfully, didn't go down that road. 4K Interstellar. Interstellar is one of my favourite films. Just the ambience of that film, the music, the visuals, the way it looks, incredible in 4K, by the way. Yeah, absolutely love Interstellar, even if I don't quite fully understand it. Not seen Inside Llewellyn Davis. Didn't even know I had it until just now, actually. The Interview. Not really worth World War III, was it? But yeah, it's fine. It's funny. In the Heart of the Sea. Bit of a bland Chris Hemsworth movie. Into the Storm. I love dumb action films, but this... Yeah, it's alright. It's watchable. Into the Wild. I haven't seen. Iron Giant. Absolutely love. There's a really good documentary on this as well. So this is the... Signature edition. Yeah, if you like this film, you haven't got this version, get it, because the documentary is really interesting. Stephen King's It, the TV movie, haven't seen. 4K of the new It. Honestly, don't bother with the 4K. It's not worth spending that extra money on. Just get the standard Blu-ray, you'll be absolutely fine. It Follows, really good horror. Jackass 3, I really, really, really like. Still makes me laugh. I wish 1 and 2 were out on Blu-ray, but as far as I know, they're not. Jack Reacher. Don't even know if yes, I have seen this. Yeah, I enjoyed it. And then 4K Jack Reacher Never Go Back. I haven't got around to watching this one yet. I've heard it's not as good as the first. John Carter. I genuinely don't remember if I have seen this one either. Don't think I have. There was a free one I got. Disney used to do Disney Rewards, and you could choose free Blu-rays whenever you buy a certain amount of them. They stopped it fairly quickly. Jingle All the Way. For some reason, I watch this every Christmas. Every time I put it on, I remember that it's not that great a film, but I still do it. It's become a tradition. Jerry Maguire, the 20th anniversary edition of this. I love this film. It's such a good film. It comes with a soundtrack as well on a CD. Thought that was nice. Jaws, another one. Nothing needs to be said. Classic movie. Jack Ryan, Shadow Recruit. Didn't particularly like. I'm looking forward to the TV series though. A couple more 4Ks. So John Wick 1 and 2. Both 4K versions in there. I've not seen what they look like in 4K yet. Very excited for number 3 though. Jumanji. Love Jumanji. I haven't got the sequel yet. I need to. It's another one that if I wasn't getting married next year, I would have bought it on release. But yeah, got to be more sensible. Jungle Book. Love the Jungle Book. Love that version of it. A lot of people don't. I did. Juno. Great film. Jurassic World. I really liked. Kick-Ass or Kick-Ass. Yeah, really enjoyed Kick-Ass. I liked number 2. I didn't think it was anywhere near as good as the first one. It still deserved a closure though. It still deserved a third movie. It's a shame we didn't get one. Kill Bill 1 and 2. I never know whether you're supposed to kind of think of these as one long film or... But either way, I prefer the first one. King Kong Ultimate Edition. Of course, film goes on a bit, doesn't it? When it finally gets going, I think this is a really good film. It just takes a fucking long while. Kong Skull Island in 4K. I enjoyed this. Yeah, it's kind of B-movie like, but at the same time I had a lot of fun with it. More than I was expecting to. Kingdom of Heaven. Not seen this in such a long time. This is actually another film that I fell asleep in the cinema when I watched it, so I don't really remember it. I do want to see it again though. I do like Ridley Scott films. And finally for this video, Kingsman: The Secret Service. Secret Service. Love this. The sequel was a letdown. I think Elton John was the best thing in it. It's why I haven't got it yet, because I wasn't a huge fan. So that is the first half done. I'll do the second half as well, so that'll be uploaded at a later date. So it means 4 Blu-ray videos in total. Yeah, got to start doing that now. But thanks very much for watching. You can follow me on Twitter at JoeyPJulians. Hit like and subscribe if you like these. And don't forget to share with me your Blu-ray collections as well. I'd love to see them. Yeah, thank you very much for watching. And I will see you when I'm back with the next lot.